Sometimes we have this feeling that maybe it's just me for any situation, but you know what? That's not the case right now. All-Star Weekend, it's just not the same. Sure, if this is based on me having the performance of a lifetime from Steph Curry last year, and I don't know if anything will really live up to that. I mean, the man had one of the most iconic pictures taken after he did that turnaround no-look shot and, you know, checked in with the crowd to make sure it went in. I really need that framed on my wall. And always, no matter what, the sneaker lineups, they match up perfectly, right? With Michael Jordan's birthday, All-Star Weekend, everyone has a plan. Except none of their plans really did anything for me this week. Side note, the whole mischief experiment that is going on right now, or at least it feels like that. It feels like it's a whole social experiment that a lot of you are voluntarily choosing to participate in. It's like you're volunteering for tribute for a real experiment in which they're trying to figure out, can we get people to buy anything? And yes, they absolutely can. You all have spent like $400 on shoes that you have to cut the back to walk in. Like, no part of that will make sense to me. Also, I find it really funny that so many that have gone after these boots and their art and their this, you had so much to say about the Knit Runner boot, right? When that came out and I had that on, but now this is okay. On a better note, if we're talking releases, the Big Bubble Air Max 1. I'm really excited for that to release again. It's been a while. Of course, it was out before I was born, but nonetheless, because I'm an '89 baby, very excited if you guys actually weren't aware. So if you were to ask my all-time like favorite silhouettes for sneakers, ironically, they all have a 1 in them, but it would be the Air Max 1, the Fear of God 1, and the Jordan 1. I know, just coincidence, they all have a 1, but it is the Air Max 1. I think that is one of the just best constructed sneakers ever, and we're bringing back the Big Bubble, so I'm really excited to be able to have that. Hopefully add it to the collection. It is one of the pairs that is just top priority on my list this year, and if that's one where I maybe have to pay resale, then, you know, I just might have to bite the bullet and do that. But we've seen the tease pictures, and I am excited. We've also seen a new Air Max set to drop. Now, you can definitely see the inspiration from the 270. I own 2 pairs of 270s. One I customized with Nike ID before it became Nike by You for Michigan, and then also I have the light bone colorway, or maybe they call it bone, and the Hyper Punch colorway. Funny enough though, I don't wear them a whole lot, but I'm still holding on to them, and that is the other reason why I probably have pulled back so much, because I am trying to make decisions. Like, I can see other sneakers right here in front of me, and it's like, hey, you wear those, kind of don't wear those. Do you plan to wear those in the summertime? What's going to happen there? So those are the decisions I'm looking to make as we go through the year. But the Big Bubble, very excited about. With the brand new, like, this is a new model they're throwing out to us for 2023. I remember when they threw out a new model to us, and I was very excited about it, and I haven't done a whole lot with it. And you know what? I'll get that for you, and we can talk about it like real quick. Do you remember this? The 2090. Now, I remember the internet just kind of went off into a frenzy because, of course, LeBron James was seen wearing this before it even dropped to the public, and it has a lot of awesome features. The nice little details here, right, with the stitching. Like, it's a great shoe. It's super comfortable. Like, the air bubble, the comfort, the cushioning, it is there. Don't ask me why I don't really wear these like that. I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad in a number of ways that I don't wear these a whole lot. So maybe that's why I'm not jumping immediately to go after the brand new model that we'll have. But I also think because it's a brand new model, they'll drop more colorway. So I'll have my chance eventually. But new Air Maxes are on the way. And just a side note here also, you guys see me, Michigan, it's rivalry weekend, but regardless of me bleeding maize and blue, it's absolutely standing strong with MSU and the Spartans and the tragedy they faced this week. When it happened, I was just scrolling it on Twitter, and I thought when I saw MSU trending, it would be in relation to sports or basketball, or, you know, a hot recruit signing with them for football. But, you know, that wasn't the case. It was another senseless tragedy of students living in fear and danger. And I just can't imagine parents living through that. You have no idea what will happen ever when you send your child off to school, but you certainly don't think this, except if you're in the US, then you might need to think this, because it just feels like it's the norm that parents and kids and faculty and communities go through. And Michigan stands with you, Spartan, like nation, community. Please know that. It doesn't matter, fans, we're on opposite sides, but not right now. Not right now. Like, everybody definitely has you in their thoughts and prayers, but the thing about it is you deserve more than that. You deserve change, and change that will impact your safety just like everybody else. So what pairs dropped for All-Star Weekend that had everybody else excited and just had me like, hey, what's up? What's going on? I'm enjoying wings and fries this weekend. What are you doing? The KD line has moved away from lifestyle to performance, but I think it's kind of dabbling back into that lifestyle look. So I really like the 15. I think he's done a great thing with Nike in the creation of this. Now, the new colorway though for All-Star, light Orwood brown, which you guys know that you can get me with tones, and then metallic gold, sundial sail citron tint. Either way, the shoe is beautiful. You have this swirl going on, so it's a gorgeous pair. I will say that. It's a really gorgeous pair. To me, it stands out a lot more than the other pairs that we're getting here for All-Star Weekend. The dunk craze, the dunk low craze, the plastic dunk craze, I've been past it, okay? Like I have. Like most times, if you have just a regular dunk low, it's terrible quality. It really is. And you should opt for the dunk high, but even the dunk high, I just realized that I'm not somebody that wears them a ton unless it has to do with the Spartan pair or the Michigan pair. So otherwise, yeah, I don't seem to care a whole lot. So I know they had the reverse Brazil, zero interest in that whatsoever. The 85. It's an 85 Panda. Like, let's just stop. Like, you all wanted to chase the Panda. You wanted to hype the Panda up every single release. It was a big deal. It was something you guys wanted to poll to everybody. Are you going to go for it? Do you own a pair? So just deal with the fact that it's now going to be called the 85 Panda. And no, like, that didn't move me at all whatsoever. Again, LeBron, bravo on the 20. I think it is one of the most wearable Nike basketball sneakers we've seen in a while to come out. I like the colorway. Again, it's an all-star colorway, this lighter blue tone with this really deep sail swoosh that is overlaid on top of gray, and it's not quite a white midsole, so it definitely does have a tonal midsole. I'm a fan of it. It's not something that I need, but I am a fan of it. Bringing back Foamposites, noted that, but I'm sure Foamposite heads are really excited about that. The women's reverse Laney, I know you guys probably thought I would cave, and there's no way you won't go for that because of Steph and Clay and Poole and Draymond. You were wrong, because no, like, you know, I really hope everyone who wanted them, especially ladies, were able to get their hands on them. The leather looks to be on par with Starfish. So if you wanted them, I really hope you were able to get your hands on them. Mellow still doing his thing with the Mellow Ball .02. This is a fun colorway. I totally get why the kids go up for any of his shoes, but I also think Puma Basketball is doing something special, so I'm excited to see what else they come out with. Retro Reeboks. Real high tops have not been my thing. Like, I am a fan of the Adidas models, like these 84 highs. As you can see, I moved these over so that you could see them. Like, at first it was really just all my Jordan 1s right here within frame, and I just know, like, goodness, I would look like I found sneakers via TikTok, and that's not what I want. So went ahead and moved some things over, also with some of the little guys over here, the Funkos, okay? The shoe that everybody continued to talk about, the Jordan 13 playoffs, never moved me. It's nothing personal against the shoe. It's just never moved me, okay? Never moved me. So no, you will not see a video from me on the 13 whatsoever, but there are tons of videos on it already. So if you wanted the 13, go ahead and comment below if you got your hands on it. Hopefully you don't need anyone to tell you how to wear an all black shoe, because if you do, my goodness. And then finally, we have just a few other pairs. The Luka 1 Safari. I like the fact that the Adidas DON for Mitchell is representing Graham Lake State, so shout out to them. HBCU love, I think that's awesome. And then New Balance has a fresh foam pair that came out, and I can guarantee you that's probably one of the most comfortable sneakers that's dropped, but the shoes haven't moved me. I'll just be honest with you, they haven't. When you look at even the lineup for the skills challenge, no, it was funny because somebody said, how do we have a skills challenge and no skills were displayed? But things change. You aren't as interested in one event or something as you were in the past, and I totally get that. The same with sneakers. There was a time where, you know, all-star releases would really just move you and you would rush to go get them, and that's just not the case for me right now, which is perfectly fine. I am excited for the SB Dunk Low that drops this week coming up. If I'm able to get my hands on that, great. If I can't, I've already laid out my plan of action to possibly go back for the SB Dunk Low Chicago, provided I take another L in March. But comment your thoughts on All-Star Weekend so far. I'm actually fortunate that I follow quite a few people that work within media, but they do content creation, so I'm actually living vicariously through them and enjoying their content and the different activations they're at, and just seeing them with WNBA players and different personalities, and it's great that way, and so I'm enjoying that, but that's more so on Instagram than it is the actual events that are going on. Either way, I appreciate you always for tuning in. Act your age, not your shoe size this weekend. Peace.